Welcome back to another video. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me in my little corner of the internet. So, word on the street is Burlington had stocked up on some Banana Republic scents. And you guys know, how much I love my Banana Republic scents. I think they make fantastic perfumes for an affordable price if you can find them. And particularly when you get them at Burlington, they're usually around $20, $25. So, I had to take my happy ass over to Burlington and see what they had. I was hoping that I could find some of the older ones like Grassland, and there was another one that's like a clean white t-shirt scent. But I can't wait to share with you guys some of the stuff that I found and what I purchased. So the first one that I got, and this was at the recommendation of one of my followers, she commented and said that sandalwood and musk was over at Burlington. So thank you so much. Shout out to her, or to that person. So look how beautiful. Oh my god, beautiful. This stunning, striking blue bottle. So I already opened the packaging because, like I said, I don't wait for the camera and I already smelled it. This is from their Collezione Riservata line. This is the 1 fluid ounce. It's a very small bottle. Very cute, actually. I usually find the 50 ml bottles, but I saw that they had this one. And they market this as an extrait de parfum. I got this at Burlington for $14.99, which is not bad considering, if you get the 50 ml, it's about $20. And perhaps because it's an extrait de parfum, maybe this is going to last a little longer. We'll see. Because, Burlington, I apologize, Banana Republic is a little notorious for not having the best longevity. That is not a deal breaker for me, considering that they are affordable fragrances. So, like I said, I already smelled this. I sprayed it in the box. And I totally agree that this is a really nice scent. This is a very fresh citrus. I'm getting citrus fruits. Very musky. Maybe some slight woods. I don't remember the notes off the top of my head. This is just a show and tell. But this is a very bright, fresh, clean scent. I think this would be perfect for summertime. I can't wait to wear it. There is a little slight aquatic vibe from what I'm getting. Maybe I'm just being influenced by the blue packaging. It's not a blue fragrance, but it is a very clean, fresh, woody, musky scent. Very unisex as well. I think that both men and women can wear this scent easily. It doesn't lean either way. And yeah, I'm just so happy to have it. I finally get to restock up on and try out some more Banana Republic scents. And these are from their newer line. They had the Icon line from a couple years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And now they released this new line, the Collezione Riservata line. Another one that I picked up, I picked this up all at the same Burlington, by the way. I was a little trigger happy there. I picked this one up. This is Fresh Pear and Coconut with this awesome lime green color. Oh my gosh. $14.99 as well. 1 fluid ounce extrait de parfum. Again, this is funky, like funky fresh. This makes me think of those bright neon colors from the 90s. I love this. So Fresh Pear and Coconut is a very heavy fruity scent. Very heavy fruity. This one is a little more, perhaps it's because it's an extrait de parfum, but this one is a little more punchy than, let's say, like sandalwood and musk. I definitely get the pear but there is something very, very sharp in the opening. Maybe some citrus fruits, maybe some molecular aroma chemicals. I'm not necessarily getting coconut, perhaps in the sense of coconut water. It is a little aquatic, a little woody, but really what I'm getting is like a in your face, bam, punchy, punchy fresh pear. This one, oh, the dry down is a little better. The dry down gets a little better. This one I have to test out a little more and see how I feel. Perhaps I think this would wear better during the summertime, especially in high heat. Maybe how, strong that pear note is would perform a little better in, I'm talking about like 90, 100-degree heat. I'm so sorry. When I say I absolutely love how Banana Republic perfumes line up and look together, I love it. Very, 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 very funky fresh, very neon, very vibrant. I love that. Love the aesthetic. Love the packaging. All right, now the next one that I purchased is from their previous line, the Icon line, like I was saying before. So this one is Metal Rain. This is also the 1 fluid ounce, and this one, as you can see, they market this one as just an eau de parfum. So I'm guessing this, their Icon line was just standard eau de parfum, maybe with new rebranding in this Collezione Riservata line. They're doing extrait de parfum, and maybe that's why it's a little sharp and heavy in the opening. So I got this one at Burlington for $20. I asked them about that, and I said, excuse me, is this a mistype? I wasn't trying to be obnoxious about it. I just asked, like, how come this is $19.99, but these are $14.99? They didn't have an answer for me, and to be honest, I wasn't going to push about it for $4 extra. I'm guessing maybe because this is just an older fragrance, or perhaps this was a popular one. Once again, in their small little 1 ounce. I love these little 1 ounce bottles. I'm not gonna lie. The 2 ounces are nice, but I am a sucker for a little 1 ounce bottle. They're so cute. And I love that they can still maintain the same aesthetic. Same good quality too. The bottle itself, the cap itself is all still the same good quality. Only thing that sucks is this is just the standard box. It's not the fancy pull-out box. Now, Metal Rain. This is one of those fragrances I think leans more masculine. This is one of those masculine scents that I actually would prefer to smell on a man. So with this one, it's very aromatic. It is aquatic and woody. They call this Metal Rain. I'm not sure if I get something metallic about it. There is an airy, almost like ozonic, like a brightness about it. It does smell a little bit like your standard men's fragrance, like your very clean men's fragrance. A woman could pull this off. The right woman could pull this off. We'll see if I am that right woman. I actually do like this, but it does lean quite masculine. Perhaps, again, I'm being influenced by the packaging and the title, Metal Rain. I feel like all men's fragrances always have these weird adjectives and nouns to describe them. Like Arctic Fresh, Metal Rain, dark amber, shit like that. This is quite nice. It's a little powdery in the dry down. So I wonder if maybe there's something like a purple floral, like violet, or maybe some musks. I like it. I do. I just wonder, I think this might lean a little bit too masculine when it comes to that unisex line. And if worse comes to worse and, it doesn't work out for me, I can pass this along to my brothers or something. It really is a very inoffensive, clean, kind of clean man scent. which is not a bad thing. You know, who doesn't want to smell like a nice, clean man? Now, last but not least is a one that I was actually surprised to see, and in their full size, because I was, after, you know, finding these three minis, I was assuming that they only had the small bottles. This one I saw had a lot of talk on the fragrance community. Some of my favorite YouTubers were also mentioning this particular one from Banana Republic, and this is marshmallow and lavender. Now, we all know marshmallow is one of the hot notes of the season. Everything is a marshmallow. Everything smells like marshmallow. Everything is marketed with marshmallow. So of course I had to see I had to see what the hype was all about. At this point, I think I have so many marshmallow fragrances. I got this at Burlington, the same one, for $24.99, which I'm starting to wonder if maybe they're just, is it arbitrary pricing, or is it because these are newer lines? Is this one being discontinued? Because why was this $19.99, $14.99, and these are usually the standard $24.99? I'm really guessing that maybe they're discontinuing Metal Rain. I'm not too sure. Don't take my word on it. But now, back to marshmallow and lavender. Awesome, awesome yellow. I love this shade of yellow too. Bright yellow, neon yellow packaging. And this comes in the cool bougie packaging that slides right out. Oh, I love it. Now this one, they also market as an extrait de parfum. This is these 2.5 fluid ounces, so 75 ml. These are the standard sizes that I was familiar with Banana Republic having. Such a pretty, pretty color. And you know, this is actually quite nice. I can see why it is very popular. It's very nice. When you initially smell it, it has a very candied sweet style of vanilla. It is a little powdery and a little lactonic. Like it has like a creamy candied like vanilla. I'm not quite sure if I would say marshmallow, but I definitely don't get any lavender. Yeah, because I just sprayed the box again, and I definitely don't get lavender. If you told me that this was marshmallow and, I don't know, marshmallow and gardenia, marshmallow and jasmine, I don't know, it's a very nondescript floral, like almost a borderline generic floral, but based with or you know what, if they had said this was more like marshmallow and orange blossom, that's mostly what I get. I don't remember the notes, don't quote me on it. This is just from what I'm initially smelling. Well, my second smell. I have not given this proper wear. If you had told me that if they marketed this more as like a marshmallow orange blossom, especially with the packaging, lavender I'm not getting, and yellow, bright yellow packaging does not necessarily scream lavender. But if they said this is more of a marshmallow jasmine orange blossom, I can see that, because it is a very candied sweet vanilla with some slight fruity nuances and a slight lactonic, almost creamy quality about it. It's very pretty. I think this is one of those scents that would be very mass appealing, especially in this day and age where very sweet florals, candied sweet florals, and marshmallow and vanilla is very popular. I think this matches the trends, the current trends that's going on right now. I'm not mad at it. I think I really, really like this one. And I think for $25, this is really, really nice. So, really, really happy to have this in my collection. Happy to have all of them. And what did I say, guys? Did I not say that they all look so good standing next to each other? Especially, oh my god, I'm dying by these bright colors. I love this neon. Everything is always like a very minimalistic aesthetic, you know, simplistic packaging. But, you know, the fun, funky colors is a nice break. It's nice to see. Talk to me in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you want to. I will always appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.